Modern Warfare 2 is more than on its way to become the biggest and most popular Call of Duty game of all time. And this is made obvious in the recent reports that came out, whether it be that this game has been the fastest Call of Duty to ever reach $1 billion, or the fact that it's been the fastest Call of Duty game to have played 1 billion matches in it, which is still a crazy thought even now. But regardless though, this just makes me feel like Call of Duty is kind of in its new golden age, and it's just kind of more popular than it's ever been before. And I know when I say that, the old heads who can't get over a game that came out in 2007 are probably not going to be incredibly happy with that statement, but I mean, it seems to be kind of true. I mean, Call of Duty is super popular right now, the most popular it's ever been. And what's even crazier than all this is that this is how popular Modern Warfare 2 is right now without Warzone 2. Because if we look back to Modern Warfare 2019, when that game came out, like, sure, it was popular, it was a really highly sold Call of Duty game, but it really didn't reach the heights and being as sold as it was until Warzone came out. And Warzone drove up the sales of Modern Warfare 2019 a ton. But Modern Warfare 2 right now, Warzone 2 ain't even a part of it yet, and it's already reaching these heights. So just imagine this game when Warzone 2 actually comes out. That's definitely going to bump the sales even more, and it's going to become even more sold and even more popular, which is just a crazy thought to me, just how popular this game really is. But this, of course, leaves me with just kind of one question, like, does this game really deserve its popularity? Well, before I could even answer that, you have to understand where I'm coming from and where my bias really lies, because I'm a Treyarch fanboy here. I love Treyarch games more than all the other ones, so I'm definitely slanted towards their games, and I feel like any game that doesn't have a solid third game mode like Treyarch games have with zombies is always going to feel a bit underwhelming to me, because we all know how Spec Ops has been in this game, not incredibly exciting to say the very least, but because of that, that's the reason why it's hard for me personally to say this game really does deserve it. But of course, this is where my bias is coming from. These just aren't the type of games that I normally really like. But even with that said, I've literally made a video not too long ago about how Modern Warfare 2 is actually surprisingly good. And of course, you guys can check out that video. They'll be linked on screen now to hear everything that I had to say. But overall, I was just surprised, because when I went into Modern Warfare 2, I really thought this game was going to suck, to be completely honest. Like, I really did. I wasn't expecting much out of this game, because I didn't like Modern Warfare 2019. I knew Spec Ops was going to be returning. I hated that, and campaign is campaign, so I wasn't expecting much. But when I actually played it, I was having a ton of fun with its multiplayer, and that impressed me, and that's why I'm saying now that it is surprisingly good. But even when I say it's surprisingly good, I mean, keep in mind what I expected. I expected it to suck, so exceeding expectations of expecting it to suck is, you know, good and all, but it's not anything crazy. And at the end of the day, I don't think this game is better than a lot of my favorite Call of Duty games. I really do like a lot of other games way more than this. And I know when I say what I'm about to say, a lot of people aren't going to get really happy with me, but again, keep in mind, Treyarch fanboy here. But I mean, personally, I had more fun with Cold War's multiplayer. I mean, I even had more fun with Black Ops 4's multiplayer than I've had with this one so far. So, you know, it just kind of feels weird to me that this game would then be the most popular one. But of course, this is again where my bias comes from, and my bias seems to be the minority position. Most people seem to prefer the Infinity Ward style of multiplayer, which is an interesting style, because the thing is that I wonder what it is about this multiplayer that people like so much. Because again, I don't hate this multiplayer. I said it's surprisingly good already. But it's just like, what does it do great is my question. And it's again one of these things that really make me question like why this game is so popular and if it deserves it, because I just don't really know what it does great with this multiplayer. It's just a question that I have. I mean, I know they kind of nerfed movement into the ground. Now it's just kind of pre-aim heavy, which is that the reason why? Do people really like that style of movement? I mean, the guns don't feel any more special than that we've seen in the last few years of Call of Duty, because they've already taken that giant step forward with the gunplay in the game. Maps, I don't really think even the biggest fanboy for Modern Warfare 2 are going to say are some of the greatest. Like you say, like 1 or 2 are great, but not really that many. But overall, I just question exactly what it is about it. And I just kind of feel like this game, and not to disrespect it, but it's just kind of just building on the momentum that was gained with Modern Warfare 2019, or way more importantly, Warzone, because Warzone 2 is going to be coming out, and everyone knows it's going to be directly tied to this game, so maybe that's the reason why it's so popular. I don't really know though, but to me, I just have a hard time believing that this game really deserves it. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad this game is popping off, and for the people who love this game, I'm glad you do. I have no hate for you, and I don't even have any hate for this game, because I can't stress but say that I said it was surprisingly good. But at the same time, I don't really see, in terms of gameplay and features that this game has, how it deserves to be the most popular Call of Duty game of all time. But of course, that's just my opinion on this whole situation. And I keep repeating, but of course the reason for this is because of my bias towards Treyarch, and I really like their games. So of course I was never going to see this game as the highest sold Call of Duty game, because I was always going to want a Treyarch game to be that. So that's definitely playing a part into this, and I am acknowledging that. But regardless, I am very curious in what everybody else thinks about this. Do you guys think that Modern Warfare 2 really does deserve to be the most popular Call of Duty game of all time? And also, why do you think it is? Let me know down in the comment section below. Regardless though, that's going to wrap it for me. If you guys did enjoy the video, I would appreciate if you guys dropped a like, subscribe, bell, share, or any of that great stuff. But I'm going to go, and I'll catch you guys next stream, video, or whatever the heck it may be. And later, guys.